Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A gain of 4. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
15. That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That good for 22 and a first down. A gain of couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
On the counter, this is Akers.
A strong running. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Snell. Yeah, he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Jaguars 0. Aldrich.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
Being chased out left.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And Eifert has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
DJ Chark.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Tackle. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Gain of 2 on the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Less than a yard.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Jaguars nothing.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll run on first down. Akers able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Jared Wilson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota going top shelf for... This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0.
Jaguars nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run, successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Minshew throwing complete to Westbrook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
49-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Mariota now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun is Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it. And hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
45-yard.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10 to Thompson on the screen. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Chris Thompson.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
On first down, it's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Cameron Hayward.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
At the 22-yard line.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. The 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put their hammer down and finish this one off.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Third down, Mariota. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To Eric Ebron.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down after a very nice game. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll run on first down. Thompson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Made by Devin Bush. A 7-yard pickup brings up.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Connection made with Chenault. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Minshew. And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6-yard line.
Play action now. Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throw it. Mariota. It's complete to Grant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And the Steeler first down.
Check, 47. Let's go, let's get this
go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They're going to run again with Snell. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
We got plenty to catch.
He was brought
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Jaguars 14.